station, the Bitcoin Litecoin channel. What's happening, road dogs? Today's topic: Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin working together. How's it going to happen?
What's happening, highway hounds? Hey, no, man. Yesterday, I was doing a little learning, which is kind of like I love learning, discovering, and one of the things I discovered was that the DAO has or had, I don't know if it's still in existence or what. I don't really care because it's not my cup of tea. But the DAO, from my understanding, the DAO holds your private keys, and there's multi-sig, multiple, however many people, 5 people, 10 people, who all have to agree to move that money anywhere or something like that. So it is a centralized thing, and there ain't nothing wrong with centralization as long as you know about it. I just realized, maybe Ethereum is not meant to be centralized or totally decentralized the way Bitcoin and Litecoin are. But anyway, I'll get right to the point. I kind of had an epiphany. So, from what I gather, Bitcoin and Litecoin are more like Legos. Andreas Antonopoulos talked about it being Legos. You can make whatever you want out of it, but it's not going to look quite like what you're trying to make, something like that. And I think there's a beauty in that. There's a beauty in the simplicity of that. Now, Ethereum was not meant. It was what the guy call it? I can't remember. Torrent complete or something like that. Whatever the word is, write it in the comments if you know. I know just enough to be dangerous, folks, but I'm far enough away to have some pretty wild ideas, and that's what I think I got. So, whatever that Torrent complete means, it was a guy that something about programming. So it's totally, it has the total capability of being programmed. So you can program anything that you want on the Ethereum platform, right? And that's what they did with the DAO. And they had a bug in their software, and that is extremely complex. Their programming language is extremely complex. Okay, and so the more complex you make something, the easier it is to find a flaw. You ever hear that adage? This is not an adage, it's what I do. You know what I mean? If I'm judging somebody's character, one of these boys coming over to date my daughter, and they start yap. I just, keep talking, dude, keep talking. I'm trying, just let somebody talk, because find out a lot, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. I mean, the more information you put out there, the easier it is to find a weakness or whatever, whatever you're looking for. And I think that's the problem that the DAO had. But so Ethereum, and I was thinking, I don't think Ethereum was necessary. I know it wasn't. It wasn't intended to be a coin. And if you think about it, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, it's not even, there's no coin about it. It's almost, and I think this is my epiphany, and I think it should be a wake-up call for a lot of other people out there who are the GDP, the general dumb public like me, and It's not intended to be a money, and I think the reason that the price is going so high is because people are transferring their knowledge of Bitcoin over to Ethereum and saying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And they're it's like saying elephant, duck. They're not, Bitcoin and Litecoin is like a mallard and a wood duck. Two different types of the same duck, and Ethereum's an elephant, so you're comparing apples to oranges when you're saying Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think that was what their intent was, because if the DAO has multi-sig, and something that's always given me a problem with Ethereum is the way that the distribution was not fair, or it was not a very good distribution model. But if your intent is not to create a new currency or a coin or whatever, and just utilize the blockchain aspect of it, which I think is what Ethereum is trying to do. It's not trying to be money. So if you're trading it like it's money, watch out, because you don't know what you're doing. And that's a dangerous place to be when you're investing. But no, what I come to realize, okay, it is. So Bitcoin and Litecoin are not easily programmed, but that's also adds to their security. That's why it's built like a brick crap house, But Ethereum is just a platform. Now here's what probably you guys out there, I've gotten a few subscribers here since I've been talking about this stuff, so you're probably smarter than I am about it. Oh, I know that dude. What's happening, Jason? He ain't got his radio on. Dang it, sorry, folks. ADD boy. Mine goes a million miles a minute. But, no, but you guys probably knew this. So, Ethereum, if you can program anything on Ethereum, then you could program a Bitcoin and a Litecoin wallet. Correct? Makes sense to me. So, here's the thing that is kind of nice about Ethereum is you can do your smart contracts and use an Ethereum token to execute your Bitcoin transactions. I know, you're all saying, duh, and yeah, you're right, duh. I'm the GDP, right? Okay, I am Joe Sixpack. I am the guy that knows enough to be dangerous. But I'm also far enough away to see this. And the reason why I'm talking about this stuff is because I started this channel to give back to YouTube, because I've learned so much on it. I have learned about Bitcoin on it. I would have never known about Bitcoin if it wasn't for YouTube and listening to the things. Just listening to the stuff as I'm driving along. It's like my radio. And so I'm giving back, but I'm learning, and I know there's a lot of other people out there trying to learn about this stuff like I am. I understand the power of the platform, and I think you really have to be careful when you're investing in Ethereum, because the GDP doesn't really know what it's about, and so you run in there like I wanted to do, but I had enough of the discipline to say, hold on there, cowboy, cool your jets for a minute. So I got in a little bit, And if you listen to Andreas Antonopoulos, he says he put $40 into the Dow, and it failed, So he's just experimenting a little bit, He's not all in. I mean, he may be bigger in Ethereum, but it doesn't matter. But it's just a confirmation that I look for. It's like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm using certain basic principles. I'm investing over time rather than jumping in now and then it drops and saying, oh my gosh, I gotta get out. I've got a long-term horizon. Sorry, you don't need to worry about it. But no, Ethereum is a token. Bitcoin and Litecoin are the coins. And that makes sense to me. So, you put your $50 into Ethereum and don't worry about it, And, but it's going to, if you think that Ethereum is going to replace Bitcoin and Litecoin, I think you're gravely mistaken, because I don't believe that's its intent. Its intent, I don't know what its intent is, but from what I'm learning, it seems like Ethereum, Bitcoin and Litecoin could run on top or be executed because you can do basic things with Bitcoin and Litecoin, like whatever. So, so you could do a smart contract in Ethereum, and fund it a little bit. I'm not sure, but whatever. But sorry, this is a moment of learning for me, and I hope you learned something too. I don't know.